So new week, new developer killer application. This week we have Bolt.new with us, and it's quite good actually. We've been playing around with this, making small apps, looking at other videos, and what others are able to achieve with it. And honestly, it's wild. And if you haven't checked out our last video, make sure you go check it out. But even if you haven't, here's a small recap. So last week we covered Cursor, Claude, and Veo. In short, we were using Cursor to put everything together. We were using Claude as a technical buddy for thinking, debugging, and learning some new stuff. And Veo was our browser-based design champ. It made buttons, interfaces, and flows for us. Now think about this. What if everything came together? Bolt.new is exactly that. It's everything in one place. You don't have to copy-paste anything. You don't even have to install libraries, install packages, debug, think of styling. It does everything on its own, which is browser-based like Veo, chatting like Claude, and editable like Cursor. And it's even free to try. Also, by the way, it was built by the team at StackBlitz, which is an online IDE, or simply speaking, a development environment right in your browser. And it's huge, used by teams like Google, Shopify, and more. So let's go on Twitter once and see what it can actually do. Oh, the very first video is making Discord for musicians. Now that's not your basic one-page stuff. That's a full-blown application of that. Next is making a to-do list with React that's just using our choice of tech stack. Then it also allows you to choose your database, hosting services, and it's comfortable with almost everything you can think of. While this thread is filled with examples which you can check on StackBlitz's Twitter, let's get started with something we will make right in front of your eyes. But before that, we mentioned a few terms like tech stack, frameworks, database, and more. While Bolt.new abstracts away all of the complexity, if you want to edit something, explain what's where. You need to know what's happening. So we'll just take a minute and explain a few key terms that we're going to be using. In simple terms, a tech stack is the combination of technologies, programming languages, and tools developers use to build an application. It includes everything from the front-end user interface to the back-end server logic and the database that stores all your precious data. The few key terms are: first is front-end. This is the part of the application that users see and interact with, like we said in the last video, and it's built using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The second is the backend. This is the server side of the application that handles logic, data processing, and communication with the database. Third is databases. These store and manage the application's data. Popular databases include MongoDB, MySQL, and PostgreSQL. Fourth is libraries. These are pre-written pieces of code that developers can use to add functionality to their apps without writing anything from scratch. Fifth is packages. These are collections of libraries and tools that work together to provide a specific functionality. And last but not least is hosting. This is where your application is deployed and made accessible to users via the internet. So normally, piecing together and configuring these various components can be a huge headache. But with Bolt.new, you get a complete pre-configured stack with AI assistants to guide you along the way. Anyway, enough theory for now. Let's get our hands dirty and build something with Bolt.new. We'll walk you through creating a simple app from scratch. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up Bolt.new, and it's going to ask you to sign up using StackBlitz. Let's quickly do that. Now here you are in StackBlitz's dashboard. You don't have to click on the new project. That's for people who will use StackBlitz to put their own code. You need to click here at Bolt.new, and here you will see a chat-like interface just like Veo. Now here's where the magic happens. We can use AI prompts to generate code for different parts of our app. The front end, back end, and even the database. So what should we build with this? Let's not make something simple like a to-do list or a blog or a timer or something. Let's make a functional Google Meet-like app just for taking interviews with questions to ask and a note section. So come, let's do this. So let me write a great prompt and hit generate. Now look at this, it's thinking, and here it got started. See, it's using React with TypeScript and Vite as the tech stack, installing the packages and libraries, and writing code for everything we need. So we just need to wait a few more seconds and we'll have an app. Look at how incredibly smart this is. It understands your intent and generates clean, efficient code based on your prompts. Here we got what we asked for. Not exactly what we asked for, but it still works. Okay, so far so good. We can turn off the mic, we can turn off the video, we can put in text and more. Now, when we have to make changes, we just need to say that too in English. Nothing complex. So let's give a little feedback. Do you see how seamless that was? We just wrote in English and changes are being made already. Now, what if we make something unique?